Well, he got it running. He got the call. He's going out to fight some fires in California. He'll be gone at least 3 months. I ran into him at Walmart yesterday, and you know, I often say that prayer doesn't do any good. It doesn't do any good without effort. There's stuff that there's nothing you can do about. Nothing you can do but pray. Well, prayer is a desperate act. Most of these people, they wanted to say they'd pray for me when each and every one of them could have done something. They could have done something other than just pray. They could have looked at the evidence. They could have shared my story. They could have spoken out about how wrong this is. But they didn't. Every one of them could have looked at evidence, but they didn't. I don't ask for prayers because I think it'll do any good. I ask for prayers because, well, we all need our heroes, and they need to know that they're not just complete and total screw-ups. I mean, look at what Mike did for me. The first time I met him, he come out to the parking right out there and gave me a couple slices of pizza. He's gotta leave his kids for 3 months now. You know, that's how I met him. He was going out with his kids. So I get these 2 slices of pizza from him. Then I run into him again, and he helps me to fix my vehicle and tells me a bit about being a wildland firefighter. Of course, his vehicle being busted down, and he helped to prioritize mine to get me up and going. He's still working on his, and he's got to set it aside for when he gets back. But he's going to fight some very dangerous stuff right now. I mean, we're dry here in Oregon. The fires he's going to fight in California are at the Oregon border. They're coming fast. So yesterday he was getting some phone cards for his kids so that they could call him while he's gone. He was making sure he had enough socks and enough underwear. Going to be out there trudging through nastiness. You're getting ash in everything. You're getting mud in everything. You're getting all sorts of stuff in places you don't want it. It's better at camp to have a few extra pairs to change. You know, a lot of times you're out there for weeks at a time. You don't get to go back and see your families. You don't get to go back to even a proper base camp to do your laundry or have a proper meal. You're eating whatever you get out there at the fire line. Mike's out there doing that. Left for Eugene this morning, and from Eugene he's getting transferred out, and that's how it is. So, you know, I don't have some magical cape to give him so that the fire won't touch him. I don't have some sort of magic wand to give him so he can just Hakuna Matata the hell out of that friggin' fire. Get rid of it, make sure it doesn't kill anybody. And he's putting himself on the front line of defense for this country. Actually here in this country where it matters. Cops here have messed with him a bit. They mess with a lot of them out here. But that doesn't matter because Mike does an actual dangerous job, a real dangerous job. He's not out there antagonizing poor people in the public. He's out there fighting fires, making sure that they don't get all the way up here to Hood River or possibly somewhere in California where your loved ones are. Mike is a Hood River native. He said he's lived here his whole life. For him to have to leave his family like that, especially knowing what he's going through for them. He doesn't have to, but at the same time, he knows that every extra body out there on the line is needed. So any of y'all that can pray for Mike, I don't know his last name at the moment, and that's terrible because he told me. The guy worked on my vehicle. He fed me. He deserves some recognition, you know. So, despite the fact that he's got issues of his own, despite the fact that he's not perfect, despite the fact that he may not have the best working relationship with law enforcement here, that doesn't stop him from going down there and fighting those fires. He's got a few years experience, and that experience helps and it saves lives. And the more veterans we got on the fire line, the more them younger folks that are just starting out, the more they're going to learn. The more they're able to learn quickly, the more chances there is of them coming back alive. Now, much like with the soldiers, I got the same hope for these guys on the fire line as I have for, well, every soldier. I hope they make it home safely to their families. Good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper. And no victim left behind.